Good time? We having a good time? Let me know here. We're having a good time, are we not? To do a couple of more low-key tunes here, would you please welcome back to the stage American Idol's own and Santa Cruz's own. Please welcome James Durbin, everybody. Great, just like they said on the show, fabulous range. I mean, how did you know when you could sing that way? When you're hitting those upper levels on that, you know, the one you were doing in the audition? I mean, when did you know you could do that?
It's a long story. It's a very long story. I'm the only boy of two sisters, and
right.
my mother, who raised me, single
right.
parent.
Right.
And I guess I was just around women so much that my voice just went up real high. It came to one point, I was in middle school, and I wasn't in choir. A couple kids had heard me at karaoke or something, or a local play or something. And they were like telling the choir teacher in 6th grade, okay, 6th grade, because school just started, we'll make it, you know. And so they bring me in class and they're like, hey, do you sing? Like, we got like 2 boys here. Can you sing? Because we need more, you know, men, low voices in the class. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm what you're looking for. So I started singing, and they put me up with the guys, and they're like, okay, so they put me next to the guy, and he's down here, and I'm like, and I couldn't do it. So they bring in the girls. So they start with the alto. And they go up to the, mezzo-sopranos, and then to the soprano. I'm neck and neck with the highest singing soprano girl. She's and too bad for her, because I was like, and then the whole class erupted, and that was the first time that I actually felt like I was like accepted and a part of something in a social situation. So that was really cool.
That's cool. Now, let's talk about why you're here. I mean, your story is so great. Your history is it's a fabulous story. Talk about AIM and what you think of AIM and how we can get better at what you need to get better at.
So, I mean, the real reason I'm here is because I feel like if you have a mental illness, you should be helping to look for a cure for mental illness, or not necessarily a cure to eliminate it completely, but at least a cure in the sense of that it will make it better, and it'll make it easier to live with day to day. Because having a mental illness, whether it's depression or anxiety or Tourette's or anything, and anything under the sun, is that it's like a marriage. It's like a walk of life. It's a path. When I talk to kids, I like to talk to them about Lego sets. So most of you are parents and you've had kids and you've spent lots and lots of money on Legos for a long time. I have a 6-year-old son, and yeah. And so I explain it that way. The old Lego sets are like the current state of mental illness, is that everything's just thrown in a bag and there's instructions. There's no steps. And these days, I feel like it's about damn time that we at least try and figure out what steps there are to getting better, what steps there are to progressing, what steps there are to building a complete set.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you show a little bit more what you can do. I love your musical choices, and I love your life choices. I really do.
Thank you very much.
When I was listening to your interviews with doctors, but hearing you saying, you've got such nice taste about you in everything that you do. And I'd like to hear a couple of more, wouldn't you? From James Durbin, everybody? Go get them.